Welcome. How you doing?
Hey, Brenda. Nice being here. Doing
Good,
good.
good. Hey, it's great to see you again. Great to connect again. For those that are kind of just listening in, we appreciate you joining our podcast where we talk to some of our customers, talk about a little bit about the projects, but ultimately we learn about you, right, and what you guys are doing. So, if you wouldn't mind, take just a second, if you would, introduce yourself and who you're with.
My name is Inna. My last name is Kleimionycheva. I'm the head of project management department at Aheadworks. I hope that most of you guys looking at this video should know or probably heard about Aheadworks, which is a Magento development company that has been there since Magento 1.
You definitely have. In fact, I remember some of my first Magento sites that I had the opportunity to work on and a brand or two that I got to build. And I was always looking to do something, extend Magento in some way. And it was always there. So it was Headworks. There was a ton of extensions. And I remember that. So
Yep,
good job. You have been around a long time.
yep. I believe since 2009.
Yeah. So that very early days in Magento, you guys saw an opportunity and jumped on. Now, how long have you been with the Headworks yourself?
I have been with the Headworks for over 4 years now.
Great.
Yeah, in project management roles, and now I'm the head of the project management department.
Well, something must have worked out right if you're leading that team up now. So good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Well, again, thanks for taking time to talk a little bit about maybe some of the collaborations we have, and obviously about Aheadworks and what you guys are doing. That's our goal, right? Is we're just, as I try to interview our clients and customers, just to get to know each other, just to share that with the world. Hopefully there's some tidbits of information where something you've learned along the way as you worked with companies like ourselves that maybe a merchant, another agency, another app developer, whoever it might be, might get excited about and learn something from. So thanks again. So you've been around a long time with Aheadworks. Tell us a little bit about your focus. Like what does Aheadworks see within kind of the Magento space, and how do you focus on, or what do you focus on?
Uh, Headworks has always been focused on delivering quality products that would help extend the platform and provide the necessary functionalities that are not necessarily always present out of the box. Because obviously we understand, as much as Magento is a flexible platform that covers a lot of cases, that provides a lot of functionality, not every business is the same. And some businesses may require something else or something in addition to what they get. And of
Mm-hmm.
course, we strive to help those businesses achieve their goals through providing them the solutions that they could plug and play and they could utilize this functionality. Because as we know, custom development may take a long time in some cases, whereas you can buy a product that has already functionality that you've been looking for, such as subscriptions. For example, this is something that is getting trendy in the e-commerce world. Like, everybody wants to sell
Yeah,
subscriptions.
that's right. Yeah, reoccurring
However,
revenue, right?
yeah, to have that stream. However, Magento did not have this functionality from out of the box. And we saw this as an opportunity to help merchants get this offering for their customers with the help of our product. Obviously, since the Magento 1 days, Aheadworks has been offering a large array of products that, yeah, could blogs,
Yeah.
FAQs, searches, whatever you can think of. But now that we've moved to Magento 2, our uh, catalog of products became smaller in numbers, but we believe it became better in quality. Yeah, we try to provide solutions that are flexible enough, give you enough functionality to achieve whatever that you're trying to achieve there.
Yeah. Very good. I think, a question that comes to my mind is with the extensions that are out there, maybe I'm a merchant looking and how do you choose, right? How do you choose an extension and take that leap of faith that it's going to be a good extension for you and your business?
Well, definitely one should focus on the final goal. Like, what is it that I'm trying to achieve? And then you're looking for the extensions that would cover most of those scenarios that you need. But apart from that, there is always this quality component, because as we know, there are like a lot of extensions that are out there, but they have not even passed the tests to appear on the Magento marketplace. This is a bad sign. This tells you that, okay, these guys did not pass the quality tests of the core platform. So probably, even if they seem like someone who is providing the functionality, their quality may not be up to the mark, and you may face some issues like on future upgrades. Whenever you're looking for something, it's always better to start with Magento Marketplace, because you can be sure that the quality has been verified. And then, of course, you're choosing out of the functionalities that would cover most of your scenarios.
So we've had the opportunity to work together on some of those. What can you tell us about the projects that IT Delight helped you with, or that we worked together on? Maybe just a little bit about the projects would be interesting.
So we were very lucky to collaborate with you, to work with you on making some of our extensions Hyvä compatible. So as many of your viewers may know, Hyvä is a very hot and trending topic in the Magento world. Yes, this is a new front end that gives you better performance, that is cleaner, and respectively, a lot of merchants are looking to get this front end for them. However, it is always the trade-off. Like, I'm getting a better front end, but I also have some functionalities that need to work with this front end, obviously. And we, as a vendor who provides solutions, are definitely interested to get it done for them, like to make our solutions compatible with the new front end so that they could benefit from the functionality without the need of custom development, adjusting the modules to the front end of their choice. And respectively, once we understood that there is a great need for those compatibilities, and since we have quite an extensive catalog, and there is also the regular maintenance that we have to do, new features we have to release, we understood that it would be better to find a partner who has good experience working with Hyvä frontend, who could bring in a bit of a muscle and assist us in the speed of delivering the modules to our merchants as soon as possible. So yes, we knew that you guys, IT Delight, have had quite a few projects already realized by then together with Hyvä. So it seemed like a logical choice. And we were very happy with what we got as a result. You helped us make 2 modules compatible. That was blog, and that was also layered navigation. Layered navigation is especially front-end heavy because it gives you the opportunity to filter through the products that you get on the category page. Because obviously, whoever is looking for trousers who goes to the category, they may be getting thousands of products, and they just need the black ones of size large, probably. So, of course, this opportunity to filter through the products is very significant, and it is a very front-end heavy thing to have those filters on your storefront. So this was one of the extensions that your guys made compatible with Hyvä. And the other one, blog, also has quite a few pages. You have the blog listing page, you have the blog post page, you have the functionality that allows you to comment, the tags, the filtering, all those sorts of things. So they were not small extensions.
Those are big. That's true. Very content heavy. You're right.
Yeah, they were quite front-end heavy. And yeah, so your teams did a great job with delivering high quality code. Our developers reviewed everything to learn a few things as well,
Yep.
not
Good.
only review the quality. Yes, so, and since I personally was supervising the projects, I
Hmm.
was very much impressed on how everything was so transparent, the project plan, the timelines, the deliveries, the reporting on your progress, everything was up to the mark. Like we had not a day when we would think, oh, like where are we? What's going on? When are we
Yeah.
getting it? So there was never a moment when we didn't know what's going on, when we're going to get what we've been expecting to get, the deliverables. So from this perspective, everything was up to the mark. The quality, the process, the transparency, the communication. I was very, very satisfied.
Oh, that honestly, that is so great to hear, right? And especially coming from you, right? You know a thing or two about delivering quality projects. So to see that the team was able to layer, both layer into your structure and how you see things and what you needed, but you're able to also come to that point where you can learn, some new ways of looking at things, right? I mean, I think that's critical, right? Because no matter who we work with, there's always something more to learn, another approach, another idea. Um, yeah, that's incredible. Well, thanks for the feedback first and foremost. I appreciate that. You're kind of giving us a little bit of information along the way. Were there any things that we could have worked towards and improved in terms of our delivery that come to mind as you think about the project?
I wouldn't say so, because the only minor things that appeared would be a matter of preference rather
Sure.
than a matter of, being a quality delivery. For example, our product owner, when he was reviewing the delivered like blog compatibility module, he said, oh, it would be better like left aligned, not center aligned, which is
Mm-hmm.
clearly like a matter of preference, not a matter of it being a good or bad solution in this particular case. So yeah, we had those minor points of feedback that
Mm-hmm.
we sent to your team. They have fixed everything as per our preference
Good, as it
in
should be.
almost no time. Yes. So honestly, I would not have anything listed as a thing that you should work on or improve, because everything was up to the mark.
Good. Well, that's the what we always strive for, right? We always want to make sure that, even if it's a preference, right? It is your preference, but it's your brand. It's who you're trying to represent, and how do we ultimately make it you? So you'd say the objectives were met. You'd say there was obviously some learnings along the way. How has it gone? So out of curiosity, I mean, as we see Hyvä pick up speed a little bit here, and we love working with them because, again, the site, the ability for sites to perform nowadays is, I mean, I just think it becomes more and more relevant, more and more critical every day that goes by. What's your impressions on, the need for extensions to work well from a site performance perspective? What are you seeing out there?
It's never going down. One thing's for
True.
sure. Yeah. We see a lot of customers, a lot of merchants who are seeking for solutions that would enable them to increase website performance, to increase speed, and have a nice
Mm-hmm.
design that is modern, that is clean. And we see that a lot of our customers are leaning towards Hyvä. So that's why we're also working in the direction of making as many of our extensions compatible as possible. We've covered half the catalog by now,
Mm-hmm.
and we see that, yes, people are coming and inquiring, like, do you have this on your roadmap? Are you planning to make this Hyvä compatible? So yeah, we have a list of priorities based on how many people are inquiring after this compatibility module. So definitely this is not going away, not
Yeah.
tomorrow, not in 5 years probably. So maybe Hyvä guys will come up with Hyvä 2.
Well,
But
there you go. Yeah. We're
until
not
then,
making any announcements for them today, but I'm sure there's lots in the works.
yeah. We wouldn't know. They didn't share this with us.
That's right.
However, yeah, until then, I believe Hyvä is gonna remain like one of those top trending options for those who are seeking better performance, higher
Yeah,
speed.
that's great. It's such a critical piece today. I'm curious, so in your role, you've worked with, internal developers and probably a number of agencies and things throughout your career. If there's anyone kind of listening in that's trying to make that choice, that decision on, who to go with for, a website build, an integration, whatever it might be, what are maybe some of the tips and tricks or the things that you've learned throughout your career on how to choose kind of that best agency to work with you?
That's a tricky question.
The goal is to find a deep answer, so it's okay. No, I'm kidding.
I believe it really depends on the scale of the business, because obviously there exist huge major companies that have very big revenues going through their e-commerce store. There exist smaller and medium companies
Mm-hmm.
who are not working, to significantly expand their functionalities, or rather looking for ongoing maintenance, security, support, those kind of things. So first and foremost, one should understand what are your plans and aims and how you're going to further develop or utilize your e-commerce platform. If it is the major stream of your revenue, if you see that you have to further significantly develop, enhance functionalities, increase your product offering, that's one story. If you're looking for stability with what you have currently, you have a small store, this is just a part of your business, you're looking for a partner who will take care of it on day-to-day basis, but you don't have significant plans on further development, you could be looking for different offerings agency-wise. Because obviously, if you need a lot of muscle to develop new functionalities, build complex integrations, you might be looking for a bigger agency, but you should be aware that respectively your bill would be on the upper end, let's
Yep.
say. But if you're just looking to keep your store secure, stable, updated, you might be looking for an agency who has a package offering for you, which would facilitate this, take this off of your hands. You would have an agency with certified developers. This might be a smaller agency in such case, but respectively, your bill would also be on the smaller scale. Let's put it like that.
Good suggestions. I think you said something that, at least for me, is so critical as I talk to different clients, right? And you start with kind of your business goals, your objectives, what you have in mind. I remember a time I was actually talking to a client not that long ago about a migration to Hyvä. And it was just one of those things. They were like, yeah, we need to migrate to Hyvä. I'm like, yeah, great. I'm not going to argue with that. You absolutely should do that. I know all of the benefits that they're going to get. But when I asked them, I says, but why? So why are we doing that? Right? What is it that we're trying to solve for you? What is your business facing today? And what are your plans? Where you're going to go with that? And how does Hyvä make a difference for you? How is our time together going to make a difference? And that was the part that they struggled with, right? They struggled to say, they said, well, it's just everyone's like, we just keep hearing that's what we need to do. We don't know why we need to do it. We just got to do it. So I love your suggestion, right? Start with that in mind. Make sure you build that. And then all of those other pieces are so important, right? Who you choose, how you choose them. So speaking about the future, just a little bit, what's next for Aheadworks? What's going on? What do you plan to do next?
Well, we've already touched upon that a little bit. We plan to further expand the compatibility of our modules with Hyvä. Right now, we are working to get a lot of B2B related modules compatible. So we continue working on that front nonstop. And apart from that, one of our best-selling products that a lot of merchants are looking for is our subscription module.
Mhm.
And considering subscription business may significantly vary, like from one company to another, we've been working a lot to make it flexible enough. Do you offer a trial? Do you
Yeah.
offer, like, what are your plans? How do you charge people? How do you pause your subscription? All of those kind of things that we've been working to integrate into our solution. But now we can also see that there are like very, very big players on the market who have thousands, tens of thousands of subscriptions processed every day, which creates like a huge load on your store, obviously. So right now we're working to make our solution even more scalable. We plan on delivering a new version very, very soon. So
Nice.
be on the lookout for that, for our new and better subscription module. And apart from that, there is another interesting product that's called Blank Shop. It's
Mhm.
a translation integration for a Magento store, which could be very interesting for the merchants who have international stores and deliver to different markets.
That's amazing. I wish both of these products would have been available when I was using my Magento One store, as I was building my brand, because we were selling stuff, and it was a parts and accessories business, and we were selling things all over the globe, and of course we had everything in English and in US dollars, and that's all we could do at that time. It was a long time ago, so would have been helpful. And the reoccurring model would have been. I know you and I are going to have the opportunity to hopefully meet up here soon. I'm not sure when everybody watches this, so we'll say early 2024. Tell us a little bit about your event that you're working on.
Yeah, thank you for bringing this up. Aheadworks, together with Rave Digital, our mother company, will be organizing Meet Magento Florida 2024, very, very late January. So 31st of January, 1st of February. This is going to be an e-commerce conference for those Magento lovers who want to stay on track. We will have a lot of good partners presented there, yourselves included. And we will have, business track, tech track, with a lot of people who know what they're talking about when they're talking Magento. So everybody who would like to know where Magento is going, how this ecosystem is moving, like who is out there, who is part of this ecosystem, are welcome to come join us or follow us on the social and see what news we bring.
That's great. These events are big. They take a lot of effort. I was really excited to see some of the fun things that you have planned as well. It's the one thing about the Meet Magento's, the community, that's around the events is it's a very friendly group of people. It's we all know each other, it seems like, and so what from a merchant perspective, right? I would say merchants are always, we love it when the merchants come and support and learn more about Magento, but any words of support in terms of, merchants who may be on the fence in terms of, should they take the time, join, what they might learn? Any words of advice for them?
Obviously, those merchants who are already on Magento, they can still very much benefit from events like that, because it's not enough in our modern day, to just have the platform. You have to have a lot of things that are supporting this business of yours that you're running on Magento. You have to calculate taxes. You are seeking to increase your website performance. You are potentially considering what agency you might be on the lookout for because your business is expanding and you need more help with your Magento. So whenever you have those questions arising, like what would be the better choice, attending such a conference would bring you to a group of people who are very well aware of what's out there, of what solutions work best with Magento. Because as we know, a lot of services are available today. However, are they primarily focused on being Magento compatible? Do they have high quality integration with Magento? Will they work smoothly with Magento? Because you might have selected, a tax service who doesn't have a Magento connector, and you're going to be stuck there. Like, they offer you probably a good price, but you're going to have to invest into the development, into getting this integrated. Whenever you come to a meetup like this, like Meet Magento, you can see specifically those companies who cater to this platform, who focus on staying up to date, who follow where the platform is going, how it's evolving, and they keep track. And apart from that, of course, you can listen to the speakers who bring up very important topics, such as what front end to choose. How do you select extensions? How do you select agency partners? How do you do this? Or how do you do that? Or what are the best practices this year? Or what are the trends in e-commerce? They can bring up, a few ideas to the table that you haven't been thinking about. But as you see that other merchants are utilizing those and are benefiting from, new features or something of the sort, you could consider those for your own store as well.
I think you're spot on. The thing that I would say too, just, and build off of what you mentioned there. I mean, this is going to be a conference, just like, many of the other Meet Magento conferences. I mean, it's full of amazing product experts, amazing e-commerce experts. I mean, you won't find a better understanding of Magento technologies, the Adobe Commerce side of it, what works, what doesn't, than at these events, right? So if you're a merchant that has any questions about what your future looks like, or where you might be able to go with something, this is a great way to generate ideas, right? It doesn't mean you have to work with every agency you talk to there, but I think every agency and every vendor there has a unique perspective from their experience on what works, what doesn't, where e-commerce is going, and what you might be able to do from your store's perspective to become more successful, this year and beyond. So to me, that was always the best thing, right? Everyone's got ideas and opinions. You may not agree with all of them, but they certainly all have their place. And this group of people absolutely been kind of the core of the e-commerce team that I look to, in the industry, to be able to understand what's next. And I think that's pretty critical.
Yeah. Totally agree.
Well, listen, if anybody's out there listening and they need, on the merchant side, and they need information on tickets, something like that, just reach out, find a way, either one of us. I'm sure we can ensure that people find find themselves in the right place. But Ina, thank you for your time today and for your openness to share a little bit about the projects we've worked on together and a little bit about Aheadworks and where you guys are going.
Thank you so much for having me.
You bet. Have a great day, and I'll see you in Florida soon.
Thank you.